Something's missing. Besides little mom, she went to bed. Tucker was just dreaming. He put himself up on the couch. He's dreaming. I thought I'd come back on because I didn't read the chat. I don't read the chat because I'll get distracted with the chat. And I don't like it. And it kind of threw me off that I had talked that long and it was past mom's bedtime. Maybe she'll sleep in. The time changes Saturday. I've been feeding the dogs earlier, like the last week or so. Start feeding them at 3:30 instead of 4:30 because they usually eat about 4:30. They always have, regardless of whatever. That's just what they want to do. I go by what they want, you know. When Benny starts whining and whimpering, I'm like, all right. And I soak their food. So every now and again, I'll put a couple fried eggs on it for extra protein. Some CBD oil. They seem to be doing pretty good. Tucker's dental's on Monday. I'm a little up here until I hear that they're okay, and then I can settle down, you know. But I'm just like Kev Man was saying, he was in a heightened state, or his friend that he was that he didn't. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If more people meditated, less people would have to be on medication. I'm one of those people because I've struggled with that not too long ago. I could have got medication. I don't want to be on. I want to live an organic. I want to have an organic experience. The only thing I do, my cookies are good. I smoke weed, but I don't even like smoking. It's like I'm having a hard time with smoking. Right, the smoking aspect of it right now. My cookies are banging. Anyway. So, because of Pisces season, a lot of people that are prone to mania, this is when, you know, that's why this is where astrology really comes in handy. So, you know, what Steve needs to be doing is learning how to breathe. Like a freaking pregnant woman having a baby. Same stuff. Just breathing through the energies. He's an energetic sensitive. He's being flooded with energy. And when people get flooded with that energy, they're getting flooded with downloads. And some people can interpret downloads as voices in your head. And some people can interpret downloads as you know, guides. And, you know, that's what I go with that one. My guides, my hombres, my angels, my, you know, all the energetic fields that collectively come together to help me navigate this freaking ridiculous but I mean, it's just, this week is gonna just be it's just gonna be one of those toppers. You know, a lot of people are saying, I hope it's not earthquakes, volcanoes, mountains exploding. I hope it's not. I'm gonna go in line. I hope it's not either. Let's just hope it's not that. It's I think a lot of people are going to erupt. A lot of people are going to say that thing. They're going to say that thing that whatever those two people, however long their relationship lasts, that thing that they say, it's going to be like a point of contention. That's how I see it. I think a lot of this stuff is going to happen in people's personal life. And yeah, as of within, you know, so whatever. But Kev, man, I got a lot of you were see, that's cool that you're an engineer for them, because I got an idea for hats that pulse in certain parts of your head along with the music. Like really tight hats, like skull caps. Like like right now I'm listening to Pitbull. I would go for that. And I know that there's a lot of nacho neurotypicals that go for something like that, to put it in inside a regular hat, because it's like cuz I'm one of those. God, man, let's see, everybody's manic. It's been like this all night. Just listening to, and I live where I live this is like a main highway from Taos, New Mexico to Colorado. And there's just so many egos. There's going to be a lot of lessons learned. So many lessons learned. So many people are going to, a lot of accidents, a lot of people drinking, consuming more. And this is one of these I've made these declarations of points in time before. Less is more right now. Like, cause there have been times that I could drink 18 Bud Lights and woo, let's go drinking. Right. And then there's other times, depending on the energies, that I would be like faded after 5 or 6. And there was a year that I drank at least a year and a half. I mean, I'm like, you get to the point when you start drinking, that like it is nothing to drink fifths and half pints and or half gallons, and it's nothing. A little mixer, puke a little bit, drink some more. I mean, it's just, and then you got the people that like to do the drugs so they can drink more. I was never one of those. I mean, I tried it. I dabbled. I'm up here already. I don't need, like, I did cocaine one time. So I could say, okay, I tried it. That's what the big deal is. Like, that's it. That's what, like, this whole industry is for this. People are wasting their time. Anyway, a lot of people are going to be in a manic state, and when people are prone to sensitive energies, and they're going to have a hard time. And you know what else people need to be doing? I don't care if it's freaking snow on, go out, dig a hole, freaking take your feet off and put your feet. A lot of people got it's like that you got to degauze yourself. Everybody's about been up, and winter's been hard. Go put your feet on the earth. Ground. People are so ungrounded all over the place, but what are they doing to ground themselves if they're not putting their feet on the earth? I did the other day. I was out there today. Took my feet out of my shoes and I was walking around on the grass. This is how people really got it. If you're going to really self-care, then do the things to take care of yourself. A lot of people are having experiences that they have never thought that they would see right now. They're having a hard time in Southern California in the mountains. Like, people are like frantically putting out declarations, and they have emergency personnel probably on snowmobile, stuff like that. They always give themselves the best toys. I was looking on Facebook the other day, and there was a Las Cruces, New Mexico, some podunk freaking, little, like, not like any town, it's any size of any town, like much smaller than any town I ever lived in my life. Like a blip, right? They got these big old SWAT freaking arsenal. They look like those, I don't know what they're called. I like Star Wars, but not enough to know, like, I don't that kind of time. Every character and every toy and all, but the one with that they rode in with the long arms. Anyway, That's what these SWAT. I mean, they give themselves the freaking best of the best of the best, and then they go have their conferences. Could you imagine a freaking SWAT arsenal, freaking militant? Humvee, with your freaking city police spray painted on the side. It's just so stupid. It's all misappropriation of funds, dude. And everybody's talking about like, okay, what's next now? What's next? Because March is just insane. It's March 7th. It's the first week, but it is. I can't tell you how many times I've heard in the last 8-9 days that things are going to be different on the whole entire planet going out of this month than they were coming into this month. So it's just like, okay, how's it gonna play out now? Anyway, I don't know, the things that I do for self-care is just really don't do all the things that. This is when I really try to practice the most discipline. If the more I want to do something, I allow time and just give space. If I'm going to do this, and that. No, you want it too bad. You want it too bad. You're in a heightened state. You need to allow for a few days, chill out, and then revisit it. Some decisions you got to take 30 days. I think some days, see, I'm very old fashioned. I think that people should date and court. I think they should like go get smoothies and go and like take pictures. What did you get? Okay, you take pictures of this, I'll take pictures of this, and then we'll see. They should hang out and get to know each other. Everybody got all nutty and crazy and just started fucking rubbing up on each other, started chasing sensations, and just, there's a lot of energetic karma that comes with sleeping around a lot. It's just how it is. I mean, people can argue with me. No, it's not. Yeah, you carry weight with that. You carry energetic weight in your chakra system when you're freaking rubbing your shit up on other people. Is how it is. So I don't care what people do. I try to be a slut. I wanted to be real bad. I just was never good at it. And then I got to a point that it's like, you know what? I'm glad I wasn't a lot because because now if I ever do meet a nice girl, I won't have to tell her about what a scumbag I used to be, I started talking about that story earlier. It's like my terrible relationship. There's this thing. Terrible relationship number 1, Dita, 2 T's. Terrible relationship number 2 was Patty, 2 T's. Terrible relationship number 3 was like, that was Libby, 2 B's. And that was like on and off for 8 years. There wasn't really... I think there was a Samantha, was that 2 M's? That we dated, like, we went on a couple dates. It was like I was supposed to practice dating. Because I'm like, dating's stupid. I don't even see, like, why would I want to hang out with somebody if I didn't think that I would, like, really want to hang out with them forever? Like, you know what I mean? And I don't see girls that I find that appealing, like, in every day. Very often. I saw one not too long ago, but that doesn't happen very often. Anyway, yeah, it does not happen very often. So, and then my last, the one that she made these shirts, I don't know, I hope she'll make them again. She might not want to, people don't, when they're done with me, they are really done with me. So we'll see, but we gotta, we'll hope for the best. Anyway, I like them. There's a dispensary here in town that I get to take them to, and they said they'll sell them. So once they're down there, then I can start telling people here that, and then like putting them online that if people like these, and then like, let the straight people, because it fails on me. It doesn't work on me. People just, something else that they don't see. Anyway, her name was Shannon, so that's 2 N's. So I'm like, that's, and then I was like, that's it. I'm not hanging out with no chicks that that have double letters no more. I ain't doing that. Is that Benny? Yep, that's Benny. He's getting. I call it. He's chasing the rabbit. He's getting the bunny. Get that bunny. Get a bunny. Get a bunny. Bunny. Get a bunny. Bunny. Get a bunny. 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 He's such a good boy, man. Luna's got. As soon as mom gets out, freaking Luna will be sitting up on top of the dog kennel because it's like a double decker. I have it like pillows and blankets piled up so they sleep inside it and on top too. And so she like they all bide for, because I just make things. If I was a dog, I'd want it like this, and they freaking love it. Whatever. Like I got 3 dog beds. I was gonna swap these out. I'm gonna wash them and give those to the neighbor. And there's this one at Tractor Supply that I was looking at that's like really freaking thick and fluffy. And they love jumping into that one that's 3 tall. So, but we'll see. I don't know. I got to be careful about my spending. That's what my the planets are saying, and I'm gonna listen to. Is I'm gonna just be, not get too crazy. Save some for a rainy day, cause it could. So. California's from all those people that have bought all those big trucks and took those naps under those trucks and didn't do the work. What they're going to find out here pretty quick is that the infrastructure is not ready for all of like the runoff and stuff that is going to come from that freaking 151 inches or whatever they got out there. And these are at the highest points, and so everything else is lower in California. That's gonna, and there's been a lot of fires, so there's gonna be a lot of fire scar, So there's potential for, what it's just all kinds of problems that people just never thought that they were going to have to deal with, but it's like, what do you expect? You live in California, you get like the best weather. You think that there's like that energy isn't going to evolve? What goes up must come down. People don't get to live that lavish golden lifestyle, especially after not helping people for so long. You don't get to. You don't get peace and serenity unless you help give peace and serenity to other people. I was sad, though, in The Good Doctor tonight, they got a Tesla. I was like, of course they did. They're right there. Fucking of course they are. They're right there in San Jose. This show takes place. But I'm like, my sweet ass will never sit in one of those pieces of shit. They're not practical, man. As a maintainer, as a previous member of the United States Air Force, the batteries are not good for the earth. Everybody cares about the earth. Batteries in electric vehicles are not good for the earth. In winter conditions, they don't charge. I saw on Twitter the other day, I think it was, I don't know what social media it was. It was because I always go to the on my phone. I just go to the website. I don't download any of the apps or nothing like that. And I was on one of them, and one of those big stupid trucks, that are like 74,000, just ridiculous, obnoxious amount. There's too many people that don't have socks, that are living on the street, just like nobody cares about them at all, but these people are driving around because they care about themselves that much. It's freaking hurts to watch. But this big stupid truck, somebody had a freaking generator and wired it with a adapter. So they're charging their truck on like the corner of the side of the road because it just died right there. Batteries lose the colder the temperatures are, batteries lose their ability to hold a charge. All batteries. They lose their ability to hold a charge. And once your battery hits that point, you never know, because they're kind of moody. But still, replacing a freaking electric battery on those stupid EVs are freaking $23,000. I mean, come on. What I'd like to do is get one of those kits and just start freaking manufacturing parts for people in the local area. Dude, there's a guy, Joey the Gypsy. He's not, he knows a lot of stuff. He ain't no maintainer. He's not a mechanic. He's not. He doesn't. He's very resourceful in a lot of ways, and that is not one of them. So he's sitting in a parking lot waiting on a part for his Honda CRV, I believe. CV. I always get stuff like that backwards. He never said the make and model. I was trying to troubleshoot, and I never heard him talk about what the mechanic said. You know. But a lot of these parts, you know, you can use a part that was used for one thing. You can fit and, you know, put a hinge here, put a bracket there, and put it on there. There's a lot of cars around here that they don't take care of their shit, man. People don't take care of their shit. They don't get the oils changed. They don't check the oil. They don't, and so a lot of engines blow, and then they just leave them all in the fields. But there's all these other good parts on the vehicle, and you got all these people that are using, because there's a lot of us, I hate computers because I am an electronic sensitive. So if I glitch technology out all the time, you know, I got it clear, and like I can't rant text because my phone does crazy stuff. I'm always taking pictures, getting screenshots of like I'll pick it up and it'll be this way, but the clock is this way. The clock is over on this corner, and then the battery and the wireless are over here. Just all the time weird stuff. And I like to hear stories of other people's weird stuff, little weird tech glitches, because there's a lot of stuff technology does, electricity does. It's very unpredictable. It carries grandpa in it as far as I'm concerned, you know? You got, you know, the spirit of grandpa takes his last breath, gets caught up in the circuit of the house, you know? Lights are flickering. What you got to do is pay attention to like what you're thinking about when they're flickering, or what's happening around you when they're flickering, you know, like start trying to figure out what they're trying to say to you. Everything's woo-woo. I'm really tired of I don't care what the backgrounds are. All these practitioners, astrologers, you know, you name it. They always talk down about woo-woo. I'm like, what's wrong with woo-woo? Everything's woo-woo. There's a lot of people have really remarkable abilities, but just because other people don't have them, they don't exist. That's stupid. Anyway, I think I've ran on long enough. There was just a couple. I wanted to address that because I saw that Kevman said about his friend who's like in his mania, and my heart goes, because I know what that's like. I equate that to me having to lay there yesterday because all that because I want to do this, I want to do that, the sun's out, I want to go, and that's why, because I wanted to so bad, I did nothing. I meditated, I just did my breathing practices and just allowed the energy to just go. I think I'll go into town tomorrow. I get to pick up a ring. Let's hope it fits better. There's a turquoise shop. Girl that owns it. Her name's Turquoise. I mean, she was born around here. She's lived here her whole life. I don't really think she's been anywhere else, but she's very smart. She's a smart young lady, and it's right next to the World Cup down there, so I'm going to go pick up I bought this ring from her, and then she's sizing one for me. But I got this one for it's a chain. Just reminds me of maintenance stuff. So these are my rings. I started wearing them again recently. This one, I don't know what it says, but inside it says peace. And I just dropped it. And I just found it. Oh, thank goodness. So I wear this on my married finger. And then one ring did not make it in the move. And it was my other ring that came from Greece. But this ring from Greece, my greasy, I call them my greasy rings, this one did. And then I got this one from Novica. I like this one a lot. I used to just scroll, back in my, living for me and nobody else. I just sit there and scroll. Just, spend all the time in the world. Just all the stuff I wanted to buy for me. I just did not. I've always been a very thoughtful person, to get people. But I have expanded, who I provide service acts, little acts of kindness to, beyond people that I know. I give the people that I work with are people that freaking most of society doesn't acknowledge and hasn't. But they're the folks that need to see that people don't suck the most. Going down to as far as I'm concerned, going down to the soup kitchen is kind of a cop out. Because you go to a designated location, you go to a place where you get to drive to, and then you have all the amenities that you need, and then all the hungry people from all the different parts of where they stash themselves to sleep at night, from all over the place, they get to gather and go to you, and then you get to put food and feel good about yourself. Why don't you take that food, inconvenience yourself, and go out to where they are? See, people don't like me because I make people work for it. People have been slacking too much, and I'm like, no, because this is what I do, and I'll show you, because I'll do it, and then I'll tell you the story about how I did it. And this is how things change on this planet. I don't even know what those freaking nut jobs in freaking... as far as I'm concerned, Hollywood is an extension of DC, and they're interchangeable as far as I'm concerned. This one came from Greece, too. I got this one there, too, but... Operation Iraqi bullshit. But some of my fingers are funny as far as size. But the one I get tomorrow will go back on here. It's cool. It's an ocean one, but it was all bent and stuff, and it hurt so she's stretching. She's going to make it round, circular again. And then I like rings. And then but I don't know. I just like, and then I got my bracelet. I was wearing this the other day too. I found my old driver's license from when I lived in Omaha. It's one of them. I think I told him I didn't. Oh my God. I just saw face now. Face then and face now. I think I still have that shirt. I don't know. This is what? How long ago was this? I don't even know. I'd have to look, and I don't care right now. But I got to wear my bracelet the other day. This thing's pretty neat. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks, Double N. I got that from Double N. It's cool because she gave good gifts in the beginning. Isn't that weird? I mean, and I hate that I don't want to be that person that notices how people's behavior changes. I just am. Nobody wants to be that person. Nobody wants to be that person. And anyway, so it's pounded out. It was all metal. It has a little inscription. Only love lets us see normal things in an extraordinary way. I love you, Margie, Shannon. I don't know where that quote came from. And then it has, see, because there's no place. Shannon does it. Shannon did it, but she does her own digitizing in-house at it. But there's no place that does the exclamation point and question mark that share the same dot. And it was so cool because when we first started dating, like that first Christmas, it was just everything with my ex. She like I have my, well, here's one of them. This is my tag. I came up with this about the same time I started using it. It looks like a heart to me, and it kind of reminds me of electricity. I get really excited. I'm always really excited. I'm always and I don't know why. So it's excitement, and I don't know why. It's just kind of how it's been. I'm going back and forth. I'm having a hard time. I really want to cut all my hair off, but I'm really digging how it's looking. It's like, oh, it's getting long. It's getting long. But it's gonna get, I don't know how hot it gets here, but I get real testy when my head gets hot. So I'd really mostly keep keep it short on the back and sides, just for the safety of all parties concerned. So things that we're gonna notice is more people are gonna be hotheads, more people are gonna be zooming, more people are gonna be drinking, more people are gonna be wanting to, it's just I just think the more people somebody wants to do something, just I don't know, just I've lived like that for a long time though. That's just because I know myself that if the more I want something, like, I need to take time and let things unfold and not force things and make things happen, because I definitely have that propensity. I can make but that's what I was supposed to learn the last 5 years, is learn how to take it easy. Don't rush. Don't rush. Then maybe I could start wearing my watch again, but I gotta get a battery for it. It was fine. Somebody, when I graduated college, I'm like, I never wore a watch because I always thought a watch is a really cool gift to give somebody. Like it's. Let's see here. There it is. And when I graduated college, a friend of mine and her mom got me a 50. Their family owned Irwin's Jewelers in Bellevue, Nebraska. Been around in their family for years and years. It was like her sister-in-law. Her family owned it. So they got me a gift card. So it bought half of it. This is back in 2006. So it was like a $125 watch back in then. It's a Belova. I think that's what it's. But I really like this watch. It's a cool watch. So, but I haven't worn it in a long time because the battery's dead. So, and where I live, pickings are slim, and I don't go to Walmart, so I don't know. I guess I could go to a jewelry store, another jewelry store, but I think it's time to bring the watch back. These are cycles. I've been pretty stressed out for the last 5 years. 6 years since I started these videos to document because I knew it was coming. I could see things. I'm INFJ. I could kind of see. I'm like, okay, well, I could, like I just listen to how cycles are going, and then I see how people are acting, and everybody has free will, but seems like they always seem to use it to serve themselves. So that pretty much answers a lot of questions in life. Every person I meet, is this person gonna be and a lot of people are really opportunistic, and they just want money, and they want to scam you, and they want to get you, and they got those demons on them, and they just that ain't nothing that I want to have anything to do with. I don't want to have nothing to do with that stuff. So I feel like Marge is about to emerge, is what I feel like. Is that I'm about to reemerge, Marge, this spring, this new year. And see, because when I'm not stressed out and concerned about having a roof over, because I'm okay. I can live. I could do what, but Mom needs creature comforts. Mom can't live in a van. Living that best van that ain't good for my mom. It ain't good for the dogs. They're tired. They just want to lay on their fluffy pillows and sleep and stuff, eat. And I take them out every hour and a half, 2 hours. We walk around the yard. They go to the bathroom. They're good with that. They did all that other, stuff, the running in the dog park. They had that, all that, they've lived in three different states. 4 different states. They're just ready to retire. Luna's been 5 states they've lived. They don't want to move around and do all that stuff. They're tired. They're old. They're just happy getting all pets from me and Mom and loving on them. Stuff like that. Hot talk. He just got up. He's so cute. And the little nubbins. Oh, plop. He just crashed his head so hard down. Oh, my God, man. The joy and the love that these dogs have given me it's been hard, man. That's all I've had is just, I've lived the same day in different states for the last 5 years to keep Mom's schedule and her comfort level. We're consistent in her world because that's good for her. I'm more spontaneous. I got a broader spectrum. See, that's why I'm different than the good doctor, is because I pick up on things about people, and he don't do that. So I got a little bit broader spectrum than he does, I think, the way I look at it. So, because I got a sense. I can feel. I could tell. I'm one of those. I could tell how people are, just like walking in a room. I size things up. I was walking up the rows at the freaking library today, and just because I believe in osmosis, I'm like, it saves me a lot of time. I don't even got to read these books. I can pick up a book. I can feel the book. I'll read the last page. Saves me a whole time reading the whole book. I'll read the first page, last. Okay, I'm done. I got it. I got the whole sense of what, I got too many of my own ideas. I don't want them convoluted with other people's. I like other people. Like, I used to read a lot, but the stuff I read was not fun. I went through my Judy Blume stage and, Hello, Margaret, or I guess they're making a movie. That's stupid. I'll never see it. Hello, Margaret, are you there? Or hello, God, are you there? It's me, Margaret. That's my name. Of course, I freaking, read that when I was a little girl. But then like, I don't know. My brother always recommended books, and they always had me read stuff. And there's like Richest Man in Babylon, and freaking How to Influence People, and all that. Zig Ziglar and Gary Zoo and all. I prefer to find my own way, and then the stuff I read, I come across, I was like, okay, all right, I get that. That verifies, my belief, but it also helps me expand on my thought process too. but I don't like to. I don't. I'm not a big reader, and my imagination is bigger than my desire to read because I can just come up with my own stuff. But anyway, I definitely have ran on. This is unprecedented. This is something I haven't done before. I haven't done one talk and blah, 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 and then freaking come back and done another one. uh, it's 9:30. I'm ready to freaking. I'm not sleeping at night either, so I'm pretty tired. But it's the energy, so I'll get to go lay down and I'm gonna listen to Robert Phoenix. What I think maybe you know what I think I might have listened to his talk, his Sunday night. I think I did listen to it, as a matter of fact, because if that's the one where he was talking about his mom, because I get real touchy about that, because I've had to work so hard to take care of mom, but I understand other people have their own path. I think people because they have the life that they got. I don't know, but my parents weren't that great to me either. My dad was absent. You know, I don't even know if he got the cookies. I never heard from him. There was like three people this week. Is my nieces. I sent them presents. I never heard back. I don't even know if the address my brother gave me was like actually where they live. It could have just been some bullshit address. I don't know because I don't get feedback. So when I do things, I just have to I had to learn a long time ago that when I send that, it's like, okay, they get it. It's out of your hands, Marge. It's out of your hands. And if I'm doing it for any other reason besides just to do something nice and, if I'm doing it for kudos or freaking, yeah, I do stuff for good karma, but if I'm doing stuff for good karma, but my heart isn't in it or something like that, or if something ain't right there, then it ain't going to work out in the way I think it oughta. Things usually don't, but anyway, if anybody's there, thanks for coming back and listening to me ramble. I'm gonna just kind of be sporadic, I think, because I really am not really even kind of feeling like doing these. I mean, I felt like running my mouth obviously this evening, but like I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna do any talk, so I'm kind of surprised myself that I did too. But the next, it's just kind of see how things go. Things are going to get spicy, though. But anyway, that's what I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Another card.